Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So I'm back here with some more news content for you people here. So according to the AP News, and by the way, I got this off of my R News subreddit, so I'm going to, like always, leave a link below to the description to the R News subreddit link on what I'm reporting here. So yeah, basically, the estate of George Carlin, the late comedian. And by the way, George Carlin, I listened to some of his comedies, and all that stuff, because, I kind of grew up listening to George Carlin since I was born in 1997. George Carlin, obviously, he was a very well-respected comedian, and, he sadly died. And now, apparently, for some reason, I guess the only reason why I imagine they are doing this right here is because, obviously, this is, I guess, another case of them trying to profit off of somebody's passing, based off of my understanding, because, obviously, when I saw in the headlines George Carlin and the same name lawsuit, I thought to myself, my goodness, are people really just trying to milk his death again and all that stuff? So yeah, but basically that was my assumption that I got when I saw the headline. But anyway, moving on, they tried using AI to recreate the late stand-up comic style and material. So the lawsuit was filed in federal court in LA on Thursday, which asks that a judge ordered the podcast outlet Dudesy to immediately take down the audio special George Carlin, and I'm not going to repeat that because that just sounds really messed up. And I first of all don't understand why the hell they would even trying to think of a headline like that for their podcast. It just seems like that they're trying to, I'm not even going to describe it, in which a synthesis of Carlin delivers commentary on current events, and his daughter said in a statement that the work is a poorly executed, cobbled together by unscrupulous individuals to capitalize on the extraordinary goodwill my father established with his adoring fan base. That's right. So like I said, it feels like right here that this is another case of basically people trying to exploit his death. And the Carlin estate and its executor Gerald Hamza are named as plaintiffs in the suit, which alleges violations of Carlin's rights of publicity and copyright. The named defendants are Dudesy and podcast host Will Sasso and Chad Coltgen. So none of the defendants had permission to use Carlin's likeness for the AI-generated George Carlin special, nor did they have a license to use any of the lady comedian's copyrighted materials, the lawsuit says. The defendants have not filed a response to the lawsuit, and it was not clear whether they retained an attorney. And obviously, Dudesy, I guess they were like I don't even know who Dudesy is, by the way. I just found out about them like a few minutes ago and all that stuff. And basically, I guess the company released a podcast with Sasso and Coltgen introducing and commenting on the mock Carlin. So yeah, like I said, this is a lawsuit that I imagine is going to end, it's not going to end in the defendant's favor, because let's be honest, if you're going to get sued like that by a very powerful, I guess you can say company, or however you call it, then you can best expect to lose a lawsuit like that. So I guess you could say either the podcast host, basically, let's just say they pissed off the wrong people. So that's all I want to say about this. I'm going to leave a link below in the description. But yeah, like I said, in the sense when I say they pissed off the wrong people, meaning that they pissed off the wrong people in the sense that they'll find themselves in legal trouble. So yeah, that's just crazy wild stuff.